Hello and welcome to UK Immigration YouTube channel. I welcome to all of my Facebook group members in UK Immigration as well, and I'm trying to show you in this video how to file an appeal in first year tribunal. So when you file appeal in first year tribunal, you will have to look after certain things in perspective. I'm going to show you step-by-step guidelines how you can lodge your appeal in first year tribunal. So in first process, I'm going to show you online process, the completion of appeal form, and where to send your appeal after completing your appeal form, how you can download your form from the website, and also in the second part I'm going to show you draft grounds, checklist of requirements, grounds of appeal, and in the third process I'm going to show you legal requirements which tribunals will be looking into. If you want to lodge your appeal by yourself without any legal representative because you cannot afford to pay legal representative, so this video is for you. I have created this for you for free so that you can file your appeal by completing appeal form and enclosing the relevant documents, the relevant fee, and you can send it to the court. So also I'm going to tell you in the end how to prepare your bundle when you send your appeal, and which first year tribunal rules will be applicable in your appeal process. So this appeal process is for EEA Extended Family Members. It's me, Barrister Shazia Anjam, with 15 years legal experience, but this is most important. This video is just general video without any specific advice. If you have to seek any legal advice, you will need to contact your lawyers, professionals, or if you want to contact me, you will see the contact number on the screen, and then you can send me a text message by writing download, and then I will send you all the downloadable forms for your consideration. Also, again, you need to seek specific advice if your case is complex and complicated. So let's start with online completing application. So this is live video you are looking at, and if you want to contribute any comment, any question, and also if you want to ask any question, you can type in the comment box. Then we can consider into this video as well. So first of all, we are going to look into the appeal process, how you can complete your appeal. So this is going to be appeal form, right? Straightforward. So this appeal form is EEAFT6, and you will be able to download it from government website, or if you want the specific form, I can send you over as well. So when you download your specific form, yes, you need to remember the form name is going to be EEAFT6, and you can file your appeal for EEA Extended Family Members, Direct Family Members, Close Family Members, and Dependent Family Members. So first of all, this form will look like this, or I'm trying to explain in both languages. People who cannot understand English, they can also understand in Urdu. So ये EEAFT6 फॉर्म आपका होगा, और आप इसको जब डाउनलोड करेंगे तो इसके पहले पेज पे आपको सर्टन रिक्वायरमेंट्स ये नज़र आएंगी, जिसमें आपने यहाँ पर टिक मार्क करना है. On the first page you are going to tick on to the checklist. Have you provided your credit card details for court fees? Tick yes, and also the other ticks you also have to put yes, whatever is relevant. Okay. जब next page पे आप जाते हैं, then you will see the email address on the second page. Here you will see the email address, and it says iagfapps4@justice.gov.uk. This is the email address where you are going to send forward your form after completing your appeal form. When you scroll down, go on to the next page. So this is actually the payment sheet you need to complete for your court fees. So this is the payment sheet on your form you will be completing for your form. So when you complete this sheet, then the court will deduct your money after 2-3 weeks time. So in 2-3 weeks time, court will be deducting your money for court fees. So first step will be completing this appeal. So go on to the next page. So here is the next page when you will see, let's make it simple, when you will see oral hearing or paper hearing. People who prefer to have oral hearing means your representative or your sponsor or yourself in person will be appearing in the court, and then you can discuss your case orally. This is where you have to tick on to the oral hearing, for which you will have to pay court fees £140 as well. So the second one is going to be paper hearing. Paper hearing means when you pay your court fees £80 in the sum of £80, and this appeal will be decided on papers. You will not be required, or your representative, your sponsor will not be required to attend the court, and whatever documents you will provide with your initial notice of appeal or in the second bundle after receiving the response from Home Office, then this is where the court will make a decision on paper and will send you either by email or by post. So you have to choose one of them, either oral hearing or paper hearing. So in next section, they're going to ask who is going to attend the hearing. You need to tick in one of the boxes, either your representative, sponsor, witness, whoever is going to attend. Are you in receipt of any legal aid funding? Say yes or no, whatever is applicable. Usually I have to tick no, because most of the appeals in these days, they have cut down the legal aid, and people have to pay privately for their representative fee. So say no. And next, are you paying for the appeal of any other family members? If you are not paying a fee for any of the other family members, you have to tick on to no. Let's go on to the next page. So here you will see appeal form actually starts from. So ये जो appeal form है, इसमें अगर आप इस वक्त इसको देख रहे हैं तो अभी ये जो अपील फॉर्म है, यहाँ पर आपकी अपील EEA फैमिली मेंबर से रेलिवेंट है, देन टिक ऑन द बॉक्स नंबर 2 and you will go on to your personal information. In the first section you will find personal information. Write down your surname first, and in the second box you are going to write your first name and then title, either Mr. or Mrs., your date of birth, your gender, whether you are male or female. So this appeal form is going to be for applicant. This is not for the EEA national sponsor. So this appeal form is for the applicant. All details you are giving for applicant. If you are the applicant, then you have to mention your details in this appeal form. But if you are EEA national filling out this form, again you will have to consider the appellant's or applicant's details. So you are going to fill these details in the name of applicant, not for the EEA national. So these details are going to be for applicants. Okay, so personal information, when you've given your address, email address and nationality, then you will see the second section. On the next page, number 4, on the page number 6, here you will give your post reference number. You will find it on your refusal letter, and name of the decision making post, method of service of ECO. ECO means entry clearance officers. So entry clearance officer, whoever is deciding your appeal, so this is going to be the same date. And you are going to mention which date which date have you received your refusal letter. In the second box, date of application to the entry clearance officer. In the third section, date of entry clearance officer decisions. So you have to mention all the details in here. Okay, so when you go on the next section, your appeal, if your appeal is late for any reason, you need to mention the reason for being late. कि क्या रीज़न होती है, क्यों आप लेट है, उस सिलसिले में आप यहाँ पर अपने रीजंस लिखेंगे कि either there were compelling and compassionate circumstances, and what were the reason why could you not file your appeal before. Sometimes people can enclose their medical notes or notes from their GP that they were not feeling well. Sometimes people can mention if they have not received their refusal letter in time, so that's why this was filed at late stage. So इसके बाद आप आगे जाओगे तो नेक्स्ट पेज पे आपके आ जाएंगे ग्राउंड्स ऑफ अपील. सो यहाँ पर आपने ग्राउंड्स ऑफ अपील, द फर्स्ट सेक्शन आएगा ह्यूमन राइट्स डिसीजन, वेदर यू आर चैलेंजिंग योर अपील अंडर द ह्यूमन राइट्स एक्ट. अगर आपका कोई प्राइवेट लाइफ, फैमिली लाइफ का उसमें कोई आपका आर्टिकल 8 है या डिस्क्रिमिनेशन का आर्टिकल 14 उसमें आता है, या अगर आपकी फैमिली मेंबर्स हैं और आपको क्लोज फैमिली मेंबर्स हैं और आपको इकट्ठे नहीं रहने दिया जा रहा, तो फिर आपके जो है वो आएंगे यहाँ पर आर्टिकल 8 ऑफ यूरोपियन कन्वेंशन ऑफ ह्यूमन राइट्स. और अगर आप समझते हैं कि किसी वजह से आपको डिस्क्रिमिनेट किया गया है, आर्टिकल 14 के ग्राउंड्स होंगे और वो यहाँ पर आप अपने ग्राउंड्स लिखेंगे. सो अभी हमें ज्वाइन किया है उस्मान सुबहानी एडवोकेट सुप्रीम कोर्ट साहब ने. वेलकम टू माय शो. मोहम्मद ताहर हलाल हैं, एडवोकेट सागर हैं, मोहसिन खान एडवोकेट हैं, शफाकत जतोई हैं, अयूब आलम है कुरैशी एडवोकेट, एडवोकेट नवीद अली हैं, सैयद राशिद मसूद सोलिसिटर प्रिंसिपल सोलिसिटर हैं. सैयद सोलिसिटर्स के बहुत सारी ब्रांचेस हैं इनकी डिफरेंट cities में. So if anybody needs any further consultation from these lawyers or solicitors, so in their jurisdiction they can contact to these lawyers or solicitors as well. Okay, so next is going to be EEA decision settlement. This is going to be page 9, but before we can do that, let me just say what grounds you are going to explain in your appeal. अगर हम देखें इसके अपील प्रोसेस में आपके ग्राउंड्स कौन से लगेंगे, ड्राफ्ट ग्राउंड्स, तो उसमें आप ये बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है. आई एम जस्ट गोइंग टू शो यू द ग्राउंड्स, विच ग्राउंड्स यू कैन गो फॉर. आप EEA एक्सटेंडेड फैमिली मेंबर हैं या डिपेंडेंट फैमिली मेंबर्स हैं और आपकी अपील जो है एक्सटेंडेड फैमिली मेंबर की अंडर रेगुलेशन 8 of European Regulation 2016, you are filing your appeal under these regulations. So your legal ground is going to be Regulation 8 of 2016 regulations. So here is the draft, how you can just draft your grounds. So first of all, you need to write down in first paragraph where you are writing to the caseworker of EEA family member department. You will be able to get the address from the Google as well. So next is going to be the introduction. So whenever you draft any grounds, so on first instance you need to write down the introduction. Introduction means backgrounds, factual backgrounds, so what this application is for and who are applying for appeal. So first आप उसमें आएगा आपका introduction, and then second paragraph में factual backgrounds, basically how many family members are applying and who are applying and what are their names. If their applications have previously been refused, you need to give your background information in the next section. Okay, and when you go on to the next section, one second, So when you go into the next section, the first section in your grounds, you are going to mention your introduction. As I said before, you need to give a little bit of your introduction. What are the regulations, how you are applying, who you are applying for. And in second paragraph, you are going to mention factual background. You are going to give your date of birth. You are going to give your nationality, names of the appellants, how many appellants are there. And in third paragraph, you are going to mention your legal grounds. What law covers your appeal. So legal grounds, as I mentioned before, it's going to be Regulation 8 of the Regulations 2016. So first thing, sometimes people can just cut and paste from internet. If you type this Regulation 8 itself, you will be able to download it from the internet, right? So before we move forward, we have been joined by Fazluddin Abraham. He is a senior attorney from South Africa, if I'm not wrong, so he can mention by himself. Thank you so much for watching this show. And Mujtaba Ahmed Advocate has joined us as well. So when you say legal grounds, so Regulation 8 of the Regulations 2016 is going to be your legal ground. Cut and paste from the Google, and then you explain your circumstances, how your case can be fit into that category. For example, in first part of Regulation 8, it says you have to be relative of EEA national, and also you have to be residing in a country other than the United Kingdom and is dependent upon EEA national and or is a member of EEA national household. So what does this mean? Household. Sometimes people just ignore this point. Household mean when you have been living together in the same house. अगर आप एक ही हाउस में रहते रहे हैं और यूरोप जाने से पहले आप सेम हाउस होल्ड के मेंबर हैं, तो आपने अपने फैक्ट्स को देखना है कि इस रेगुलेशन के तहत आपके जो फैक्ट्स हैं क्या वो इसके कंपैटिबल हैं. अगर कंपैटिबल हैं तो आपका चांसेस ऑफ सक्सेस क्लियर हैं और आप अपने केस को कोर्ट में आर्गू कर सकते हैं. सो अभी आपने रेगुलेशन 8 में देखा कि उसमें डिपेंडेंसी में एक रिक्वायरमेंट आएगी कि आप सेम हाउस होल्ड के मेंबर हैं, राइट. सेम हाउस होल्ड के मेंबर रहे हैं यूरोपियन नेशनल से, यूरोपियन नेशनल के साथ यूरोप मूव होने से पहले या यूके में मूव होने से पहले. और इसके लिए ज़रूरी नहीं है कि आपके जो यूरोपियन नेशनल हैं वो इस वक्त यहाँ पर मौजूद हो यूरोप में, वो आपके साथ आपके होम कंट्री में भी हो सकते हैं. और आप अपनी जब एप्लीकेशन करते हैं उसमें आप ये मेंशन कर सकते हैं कि आप अपने फैमिली मेंबर्स को ज्वाइन करेंगे विद इन द नेक्स्ट 6 months पीरियड ऑफ टाइम. सो आइदर your sponsor is living in the UK or you are going to join or accompany your EEA national within the next 6 months time. Either way this will work out. Okay. उसके बाद ये आपके ग्राउंड हो गए हैं. जब आपने लीगल ग्राउंड लिख लेने हैं और इन द फाइनल पैराग्राफ यू आर गोइंग टू मेंशन योर सबमिशन. व्हाई डू यू थिंक दैट योर केस should fit into the legal requirements. So this is where you are going to put your case forward, and this is where you are going to make your submission that why you should be your case should be allowed and your appeal should be allowed. So जब आप ये सारी चीजें इसमें ग्राउंड्स में लिख लें, उसके बाद अभी आपको बताते हैं कि आपने क्या करना है, राइट. अभी हम पहले फॉर्म फिल कर रहे थे, तो फॉर्म के हिसाब से यहाँ पर आपका ये ग्राउंड्स थे जो अभी मैंने आपको दिखाए, वो ग्राउंड्स आप लिखेंगे यहाँ पर EU सेटलमेंट के डिसीजन में. उसके बाद नेक्स्ट यू आर गोइंग टू मेंशन हैव यू अपील्ड अगेंस्ट एनी अदर इमिग्रेशन डिसीजन. इफ यू हैवंट से नो. और उसके बाद नेक्स्ट सेक्शन में आएगा कि विल एनीबॉडी एल्स विल बी अटेंडिंग योर ओरल हियरिंग. Will they require any interpreter? So if your sponsor cannot speak English language, then you will say yes, whatever language they need interpreter, you need to mention in the box. So next is going to be your section 4, your declaration. So if you are filing this appeal by yourself, you have to sign this sheet on page number 10 and put your date. Okay, so this is the sheet for representative. So representative, if you do not have any representative, you do not need to fill that in. Okay, in the next sheet, section 6 says sponsor detail, and if you want your sponsor to receive all the correspondence or to receive your decision on your behalf, you must mention your sponsor's details on the section 6, and then you will also sign that sheet, because if you are giving consent, you have to sign that sheet. Okay, here you go. So you have completed all the appeal form, and I have shown you where you have to tick into and what grounds you can mention in there. So now the next important thing, which rules are applicable onto your appeal. So the rule 2020 is going to be first year tribunal immigration and asylum chambers 2020. So these are the rules which are applicable onto the immigration appeals. For those lawyers, consultant, or people or sponsors who are filling the appeal form on behalf of the applicant, this video will be useful for them as well. This will be helpful because they must know the rules which are applicable onto this appeal. First year tribunal immigration and asylum chambers rule 2020. And specifically for EEA national appeal, rule 23 is very important. So rule 23 mentions about the process of EEAFM appeal in the court, and also it mentions that the respondent Home Office will have 28 days to respond to your appeal. Because at first instance, you've lodged your appeal, you filed your appeal. So you have then sent your appeal by email to the court. Sorry, let me just show you where you are going to send your appeal to, okay? So here is, here you will find the appeal email address. So this is the email address you are going to send your appeal. Once you've completed your appeal form, once you've drafted your grounds, once you've enclosed your relevant documents, then you are going to send your appeal by email, and this is the email address where you are going to send your appeal to. If you are going to post your appeal, on the second section of this slide, you will see the postal address: First Year Tribunal, Leicester, LE1 6ZX, United Kingdom. And if you're going to send your appeal by email, then this is the email address: iagfapps4@justice.gov.uk. So this is the email address. Usually in these days, people are sending their appeal by email. And then on the third section of this slide, you are looking at the email address. So this is the email address. Once you've filed your appeal, then all the future correspondence you will be making through the second email you are seeing on this slide. So it's called, the email address is customer.service@justice.gov.uk. So you will note it down, right? So here are the email address and the postal address where you can send your appeal to. And this is, I've already mentioned, £140 court fees for oral hearing and £80 court fees for paper hearing. If you want to do paper hearing, then court will take your £80 fee from your account, which is going to be taken within 2 or 3 weeks of filing your first appeal notice. So court rule I've already mentioned, and let me show you next thing which is going to be important in terms of checklist of the requirement. what requirements to be fulfilled in order to be successful in your appeal in the court. So आपने जो requirements देखनी है वो आपने सबसे पहले ये देखना है कि सबसे पहले आपने ये देखना है कि whether you have proved EEA national was a qualified person and he has got a settled status in the United Kingdom. This is very important. Tasawwar Ahmed Gondal has joined us. Welcome to our UK immigration show, and we are covering EEA national appeal process for those people who cannot afford to pay a lawyer and who want to lodge their appeal by themselves. So this video is for those people, and this video is for those people as well who are consultants, lawyers from other countries who are helping other appellants to lodge their appeals, because in these days there is so much difficulties in filing appeals for extended family members and European close family members, and December 2020 is going to be the last date for those people who have not been registered under EU settlement scheme to apply for their extended family member. But sometimes people get refusal, and then they have to file appeal for that. So this is the requirement. The first requirement, you have to prove that your EEA national is working and he is qualified person. And then you have to prove your relationship requirement. You need to enclose your birth certificates and FRC, family registration certificate, that you are a close family member. Also, you need to prove your financial dependency and you are living at the same householding. और उसके लिए आपको इनकम और एक्सपेंसेस की शीट भी उसके साथ लगानी होती है कि कहाँ से आपकी इनकम आ रही है, कहाँ पे आपकी इनकम जा रही है, किस तरह से आप अपने एक्सपेंसेस को मीट कर रहे हैं, क्या आप वाकईतन ही रियल में डिपेंडेंट है या जस्ट थोड़ी सी रेमिटेंसेस लगा देने से आप डिपेंडेंट बन गए हैं. नो, दिस इज नॉट द वे. This is wrong way. People are just enclosing their remittances, their financial receipts, and they think they are going to be successful. This is completely wrong. This is not right thing. The right thing is that you have to show your credibility. You have to show your genuine dependency, and you can only show your genuine dependency when you show that these are your expenses, these are your invoices which were payable and you could not afford to pay without seeking financial help from European national person. So this is the key point, to show to prove your dependency upon your European national. And if you are extended family member, this is very important, to show your proof of enough income. बहुत सारे लोग खुद बेनिफिट्स पे होते हैं और जो अपने एक्सटेंडेड फैमिली मेंबर्स का अप्लाई करते हैं, क्लियर रिफ्यूजल. Because without recourse to public funds, you have to prove without recourse to public funds you are able to accommodate and maintain your extended family member. अब extended family members में बहुत सारे लोग जानते हैं, extended family members में आपके cousins, आपके जो है वो extended family members में आपके cousins, आपके brothers, आपके sisters, आपके sister in law, आपके brothers in law, ये सारे extended family members में आ जाते हैं. और अब sponsors के लिए आपने जो डॉक्यूमेंट्स साथ लगाने हैं वो कौन से हैं? उसके लिए आपको स्पॉन्सर्स के वर्क प्रूफ, अगर पे स्लिप है, अगर सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयड है तो यूटीआर, टैक्स रेफरेंस नंबर, अकाउंटेंट का लेटर, बैंक स्टेटमेंट, इनवॉइसेस, ये आपने साथ लगाने हैं. उनका वीजा रेजिडेंस कार्ड, उनके जो है वो लेटर्स फ्रॉम एम्प्लॉयर कंफर्मिंग हिज एम्प्लॉयमेंट ऑन देयर लेटर हेड. सो दीज आर द रिक्वायरमेंट्स यू नीड टू शो, यू नीड टू प्रूव. विदाउट दीज रिक्वायरमेंट्स, विदाउट कंप्लीटिंग योर डॉक्यूमेंट्स, यू विल नॉट बी एबल to be successful in your application and in your appeals. We have been joined by Didar Ali Chandu. Thank you and welcome to our show. I'm not sure whether you are lawyer or consultant or just community member helping others. Aman Khan has joined us. Naeem Abbas Bhatti advocate has joined us. Welcome to our show. Thank you so much. Any suggestion, any comments, you can also contribute. And let me just tell you, if you have not subscribed my UK immigration channel yet, you can also subscribe it for future video. Also, you can join my private group UK Immigration on Facebook, where you will be able to download so much information and also so much free template and draft, and also question and answers on some time. So send me request, and then I will be able to approve your request. So we have covered the first part, and we have covered the second part of our slides. I have told you the completion of appeal form and where to send, the checklist of requirement, grounds of appeal, and also I have shown you the legal requirements under the first year tribunal rules 2020, and how to prepare bundle now. Let's have a look how to prepare bundle. So when you want to prepare your bundle, you need to enclose all of your documents. So for the applicant, for the appellant, and also for the sponsor, also you need to enclose all the documents to prove your financial dependency. Enclose your documents to prove your expenses and income sheet. You will enclose the bank statement of the appellant as well as the European National Bank statement. Also, you are going to show that you have been living at the same home. How you will show it? You are going to enclose your NIC, national ID card number for yourself, and national ID card copy for your sponsor in the past, to prove that you have been living together in the same household. Because this is your case, you have to prove your case. If you are unable to enclose these evidence, then your appeal will not be successful, your appeal will be rejected. It's very important to enclose all the required documents, the sets of documents. Make it in different sets of documents. So, for example, if there are 5 sets of documents, the first one is going to be the appellant's circumstances. The second one is going to be the sponsor's qualification documents of work history, his responsibility, whether he has enough income to support yourself. The third one is going to be to prove dependency. The fourth one is going to be to prove your proof of relationship, FRC, your birth certificate, and also how EEA National will be able to support you financially, how they will be able to provide you accommodation. For accommodation purposes, you need to enclose the property report, and also you need to enclose their title deed or tenancy agreement. This is very important. So these are the documents you will need to enclose with your bundle, because if you miss any of these documents, your appeal will not be successful. You also need to mention if you are living in third country, you will be enclosing your visa card and passport copies to show that you are living in the third country, but originally you are from Pakistan, or you are from India or South Africa or Middle East, or wherever you are from, you need to show that as well. I hope you have understood the concept of launching this appeal, and let me just to summarize it. If you want to receive all of these templates, if you need any of the checklist or draft grounds or any other support, just do let me know. Send a text message on WhatsApp only, just for those people who are serious, who really need the help of lawyers. You can send the text message on the number you are looking at the screen, and just to type a download. Then I will be able to send you some downloadable documents so that you can prepare your appeal and send it to the court by yourself. So thank you so much for all of you to join me, and also joining joining us for the process and for the help people need in filing their EEA immigration appeal and EEA extended family immigration appeal. In the next video, I'm going to show you the appeal process and application process for spouse visa with or without income, with or without English language, and for those people who cannot qualify under the immigration rules but can be qualified under the human rights ground. So you need to recognize that there are many ways to actually apply. If your case does not fit under the immigration rule, then it may fit under exceptional circumstances, it may fit under the European regulations, and it may fit under the European Convention of Human Rights. You need to have proper assessment by the professional. Thank you so much, and take care of yourself. Have a good holidays, have a good time with your family members, and for those people who are struggling in their immigration matter, do let me know. Send me text message, I will help you further. Thank you so much.